A toddler accidentally steps on his favorite action figure, snapping it in two. Crying, he brings it over his mother and says, "Mom, look at my toy, it's broke." She sighs and replies, "You think you have problems? I just lost my job." Later that day, the mother drives to look for work but is pulled over by a police officer because her license plate is expired. Distressed, she begins to explain the situation, telling him about losing her job, and the officer cuts her off. "You think you have problems? I just lost my partner in the line of duty." When the officer returns to the precinct, he's called into the captain's office. He begins to speak about his grief, but the captain counters, "You think you have problems? A dozen police officers were just killed in a massive gang shooting on the west side." Before the day ends, the governor calls a meeting with all the city's police captains, who each one begins to share their stories. The governor of the state responds, "You think you have problems? Violent crime is rising, families are losing their lives, and thousands have died, and everyone expects me to fix it." Following week, at a national summit, each leader shared their state's greatest needs. The president said, "You think you have problems? The weight of the nation is on my shoulders." That night, crushed by the immense pressure of his office, the president kneels beside the bed, lifts his hands, and prays, "God, these burdens are simply too heavy for me to bear." Imagine if God were to look down at the leader of the free world and say, "You think you have problems? All of humanity is fractured and broken throughout all of time. I sent my son to die so that they might be forgiven, yet so many reject him. Do not bother me with your small requests." But we know our God does not do that. God does not measure the validity of a burden by the size of the person carrying it. He does not rank our pain on a bigness scale. Instead, he reaches down and gently takes the weight of each individual heart, from the toddler with the broken toy, the unemployed parent, to the grieving officer, all the way up to the President of the United States. God is entirely willing to share your burden. As leaders of children, we must be willing to do the same for the young ones we lead. When a child brings their hurts to us, we should never treat them as something small.